Okay, here we are. Game 2 between Suicide Team and Team Spirit. Suicide Team taking that game 1 in 18 minutes very quickly, as things look good for Team Spirit in the beginning, but kind of really went downhill very quickly against Suicide Team. And if you take a look at the draft right now, CK banned first, that Illidan ban always coming out from every team up against Team Spirit, especially after that performance against the Anti-Mage, where he out-farmed Anti-Mage by an item and a half. Then you've got the Night Stalker ban, the Enchantress, the Drow, as well as the Winter Wyvern, Rubik Bane, and Nyx. Clockwork Shadow Fiend picked up for Suicide Team, so right away that mid-cheese is coming out. Get those early cog denies before you head over to that mid lane. The one thing that I don't like about SF is how early he is just susceptible to ganks. You really need to protect him. And a lot of teams, they send their SFs mid. They don't protect him enough. They don't focus their protection on him. And they end up losing the SF 2, 3, 4 times over mid. And of course, SF is a hero that can make that up. But, you know, the point of getting these early souls is to be able to win your lane. And when you die 2, 3, 4 times, all of a sudden, it's not a win, a lane that you've won, and it really is an issue with SF, it seems like, over mid. So you got to protect him a little bit better than teams have recently. And we'll see if Suicide Team are able to defend their Shadow Fiend over mid. Clockwork going to be roaming around. We'll see who else is their support, if that's going to be like a Shadow Shaman, or maybe something else, like you know, I would say a Rubik, but Rubik's already banned out. Could see Ancient Apparition come back to it with the extra souls and the Chilling Touch. That wouldn't be too bad, but they go to the Witch Doctor, which is also okay. You know, Battery Assault Cogs is locked down, as well as the Cask that you're going to see in the Maledict. I do like that, especially if you throw Maledict over mid and Shadow Fiend grabs a couple of raises. But for right now, Shadow Demon picked up, Medusa, Slardar for Team Spirit. Maybe we see Core Mirana come out here for the side of Team Spirit, or even mid-Medusa safe lane Luna, but that in itself is kind of greedy, so.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what Suicide Team want to do with this lineup coming into this 4th pick.
Dire's turn to bid. Bad Rider! Radiant's turn to bat.
So Lifestealer picked up. Bat Rider picked up by the side of Suicide Team. Bat Rider in that off lane again for Shatchlo, who plays that hero oh so well. And Shadow Fiend probably played by BZZ over mid. They still need that 8 hero. And we'll see what they want to do now that Lifestealer has been picked up, as well as the Medusas. So Lifestealer, his mode of transportation will be that Slardar, if, of course, Slardar does have that opportunity to really get that Blink Dagger. With how quickly the last game ended, you know, you kind of question to yourself, is he going to have that chance? You take away that Razor from 8. Now we get into these last picks. Team Spirit, they need an offlaner unless they go to Slardar in the offlane. They could go to Venomancer. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. I do like what Venomancer brings to the table in this lineup. The slow, the damage over time, the pushing pressure, the Plague Wards are always nice. Grab yourself a little bit of vision. Don't go in too deep, but they go for the Brew. Another Blink hero that is transportation for the Lifestealer in that Infest, as well as a lot of control for the side of Team Spirit. So that Brew split, the Cyclone, the Stun, Medusa with the Stone Gaze, Disruption, Slithering Crush. Usually you disrupt in a Slithering Crush, which is a nice combination as well.
5 seconds remaining.
And Terrorblade, there it is.
Choose your hero.
8-0 is going to be Terrorblade, so early damage, early strength is going to be the key to victory here for Suicide Team. Of course, they do have comeback potential if, worst case scenario, they do fall behind by a lot with that Terrorblade. But Terrorblade early Metamorphosis with what they've got could see a lot of early kills here for the side of Suicide Team, especially with that Clockwork combination with the SF. Maybe you get that SF Souls up there, and then you head over towards the safe lane with the Terrorblade. Cogs up somebody, Metamorphosis, and you've almost certainly gotten yourself a kill with Battery Salt as well.
Heave to. Welcome back, landlubber. Get any salt in your lungs?
So, let's see how this ends out. 8 on the Terrorblade, Chatchel on the Batrider, Yul on the Witch Doctor, BZZ on the Shadow Fiend, Van score with that Clockwork, who played amazingly on that Earth Spirit just a moment ago. And then let's take a look at the opposing team, as you got DK Phobos on that offlane Brewmaster, Lifestealer being played by Illidan, by ILTW actually, Illidan on the Medusa, and then FNG on the Shadow Demon with Biver on the Slardar. This is a mid Lifestealer.
Weigh anchor. This game is on.
Which is kind of interesting, just because we've seen the mid Lifestealer work out, and actually it might not be mid Lifestealer. They're sending Illidan over, ILTW towards the safe lane. Illidan could be mid. They do swap every now and then. The question is, are they going to swap, or is this just for bounty rune purposes? And is maybe 8 going to go mid instead of SF? But I doubt that. They're just kind of back here getting these Cog Souls. They've got themselves 9 for now, working with Yul as well as Van Score right now to get these Cogs. Get those denies, get that soul boost early. Of course, you've got the max of 18. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Very easy. If you're looking to do this at home, you do need some coordination with your support. You do need to know what cogs you're hitting, and you probably need to be in a party of Discord to just get it right. Make sure that you don't screw it up. I've seen a couple of teams, especially in just pub games, attempt to do this, and they're not coordinated at all, and they end up blowing it. It was an interesting SF set, too. Okay, good attempt. Nice Slithering Crush, no land on that. And Team Spirit actually get 3 bounty runes here. So I think this is one of the better starts that they're going to have compared to that last game. And I'm sorry to laugh, guys. That's not appropriate. But that game was really ridiculous. That was Team Spirit. All of a sudden, it looked really good for them, and then it completely was gone. That was it. It was just over. 16 minutes in. Illidan Biver as well as FNG here, possibly looking for some early damage on the BZZ. Of course, they want to work with the Disruption as well as the Slithering Crush, but perfectly placed cogs right now from Van Score to push them away. You want to drain that mana out. This is the perfect way to play Clockwork. Just, you don't have to lock anybody in cogs when you don't have Battery Assault. You can just push them away, drain their mana, make sure they can't really attempt to go in on you. In the early game. You want to keep BZZ alive. SF, one of those very susceptible mids to going down. He's very vulnerable in this lane, and that's exactly what they want to get away from. And Illidan getting a little bit low. There's the Disruption, but still they pressure on forward. Just need a raise to hit, but he's not level 2 yet, so unfortunately not able. And there it is. Now level 2.
Top tower is under attack.
So this pushes Illidan back by quite a bit. He's not now on the high ground, and BZZ able to farm up some more. He's 6 and 15. Terrorblade at 8 and 4. Looks really good for him, and now the raises start to land on FNG. He's pushed away from the cogs, getting low as well. Battery assault here for Vanscore, but he's now very low on mana. Forced to pop that clarity, and as well as eat a tango. So they've actually sent ILTW in the off lane with this life stealer, then brew into the safe lane. Not too sure how I like this, especially with how aggressive Shatro plays this Bat Rider. Shatro is level 2, does have the Firefly. If he were to have a Witch Doctor here, which he does, the cast could bounce around, get enough on that Firefly. You do get a very easy kill that way, so. And ILTW going down the rotation. Vanscore making it happen again. So now with that, they'll send ILTW over top. This could be a death on Yul. We'll have the open wounds. There's the heavy damage. Cask bouncing around. Biver. Oh, Slithering Crush comes in time. And there is the last hit for ILTW. Gets the kill. So close to getting out of there. He's back alive, full health, full mana. He's okay with that. But this leaves Terrorblade open. This is not good. This right here, watching this right here. Nobody here coming over, walking over. This is not good. Free farm. Free farm. It's my name for my farm on Stardew Valley. Free farm. You don't want to give that to 8. Now finally Brewmaster is here. Take a look over me. Top 3 on the CS chart right now are all for the side of Suicide Team. Obviously, you got a Medusa in this game. You've got a Life Stealer to work with in this game as well, but it could definitely become a problem. And actually, they might get the kill here on Shatro. Open Wounds comes out. They're holding this Slithering Crush, just trying to keep him in place. Still might be able to get away. No. Favor gets the last hit. 2-1 in favor of Team Spirit. A better start than last time. Or not really. Team Spirit did have the good start. And then all of a sudden it just went downhill. About 16 minutes into the game. They not gotten a kill in the last 10. And for the first 6 minutes or so, they were doing very well. Raises hit. Illidan very low, but under this tower. Especially with these illusions hitting. BZZ, oh my god. Need to very much watch out. Metamorphosis used again here by 8. Just pushing back this Brewmaster, continuing to give himself some easy farm. 30 and 19 over mid. They look over at Illidan. Cask is going to be available. Bounces 1. There's the Maledict. Just need a raise to hit. Maybe a second one and they'll get the kill. Don't think that's Maledict going to be enough. Now Beaver comes over and... Actually, FNG might drop to Vanscore, but Vanscore is definitely going to give up his life for this, I'd say. Beaver coming over, Slithering Crush. Do you have enough? You do. And there's the last shot coming in now. Yeah, it was actually Dendy who played that mid-life stealer. Now that I think back at that. Like Radiance, was in Ancient Creeps, was... Sorry. Was memeing the whole time. And they still happen to win that best of 5 in that game 5. It really looked as though Denny was just really having fun with it, and that's, you know, sometimes how people just play Dota. They have fun with it. And it's not a bad thing. They had fun and they won. So what's good here for BZZ, he hasn't gone down. He doesn't have a kill, he doesn't have an assist, but he's 34 and 26. That's really good for a Shadow Fiend, especially in recent memory where you just see these teams not perform as well. Southern Crush after the disruption, Firefly placed out. Beaver's actually got to watch out with 3 stacks of sticky napalm, trying to cut him off at the pass. Illidan dies over mid. Missed that kill, thinking that maybe there'd be a kill over in the top lane, but Shatro getting out. Illidan going down 3-3, and now 1,000 net worth lead for the side of Team Suicide, or Suicide Team. And they're looking really good. Aquila here on the Terrorblade, going for the boots next. Picking up those treads. And over mid again, let's take a look. BZZ just trying to get away. Doesn't want to get locked in by that disruption, because that disruption means Slither and Crush, and that Slither and Crush means heavy damage from Illidan. But again, this is a Brewmaster, not really denying much, not really staying close to lane at all. DK Phobos still level 5. And you take a look, level 7 here for 8. As he's continuing to really freefarm quite easily. We take a look over at the Firefly coming out from Chatcho, just trying to take this camp. Comes over, and now, oh, FNG, look for that Shadow Poison. Ooh, open wounds comes through on Chatcho, and Lasso under the tower. Rotations, rotations, rotations. Finally, Clockwork comes over the body blocks, trying to lock in the cogs here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. That was the perfect body block. Now they've got the battery assault. ILTW in a little bit of trouble. He does get himself that level 6 into the Infest, but Biver is looking like he's going to go down to Maledict. He's able to use that wand to stay healthy, and I think they are fine to back off. That was very close, and actually almost perfectly played by Chatcho. I think if they had quicker rotations there, by maybe the Witch Doctor and possibly the Terrorblade. He did have Metamorphosis, just recently popped it. They could have gotten 2 kills easily. So, 8 still continuing to farm up. 8 minutes in here. We'll switch it over to the net worth just to give you a glimpse at how everything's going. And 600 net worth lead here for 8. And then SF ahead of the Medusa by a lot. But they are going to lose BZZ over mid as the Bruce Split is used. Vanscore looking like he's going to die. The stun comes out. Cog's not doing anything. Vanscore dies. Illidan now with a double kill. And you see how much that boosts him up. But still down 1100 compared to the SF. And Chatcho here getting harassed out. He's got to make his way out as his armor has been lowered thanks to that ancient creep. Let's see. Was he taking these? Going Tranquils into the drums. Pretty standard. Vanscore coming over. He's only level 4. I think he was spotted by the Brew. Biver as well as DK Phobos backing off. They look to go in. Chatcho here, no Blink Dagger, but that backs him off enough where they could get this tier 1. Vanscore taking the tower. Illidan very low over mid. So drums next for Shadow Fiend. Let's take a look. Yol, oh my god, Yol. What is your net worth? Let's compare that to Shadow D. Yeah, okay. I've got boots. You've got smoke. I've got smoke. And now I finally have boots. Thank God. Chatcho coming over. 4 stacks of sticky napalm onto the sword. Our forces him back with that Firefly coming out. Raises again, giving those souls to BZZ at 31 right now. At 4 in the Necro Mastery, 4 in the raises, and now 1 in the Requiem. So his farms have been quite nice going into those drums. Go for Blink, then Yules, but he might go Yules first. He usually set up with that, which is a nice, easy setup.
Using echolocation. Dire's top tower needs some friends.
8 gonna push the top tower. Bat Rider, no Blink Dagger, still going for the drums. Drums picked up here on BZZ. Armlet out for ILTW. His farm's been pretty nice. He's been keeping up with the SF, but the thing I worry about for the side of Team Spirit is how farmed this 8 Terrorblade is. Terrorblade from behind is a nuisance. Terrorblade from ahead, you're in a lot of trouble if you're the opponent's team. No level 6 yet on Vanscore. Just gonna probably sap some experience away by these neutrals, or at least I assume for him to do so, as over bottom ILTW, DK Phobos are continuing to try and take this tier 1. The rotations come through. No hook shot available for Clockwork, but with these creep kills, he might be able to get it. One more. You've got the hook shot to work with. You could turn a fight. He's now got that level 6. Rocket flare out.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
A lot of targets to choose from here. Shatchlo nearby. ZZ in the bottom lane for right now, and 4 heroes here from the side of Team Spirit do decide to back off. And again, still more space being made for 8, who's got that Dragon Lance into the Yasha next. Bat Rider, he has the drums just about finished. This slows down his progression in the Blink Dagger, which Brewmaster already has, so Blink into... Oh, wow. ZZ just shredding Illidan on that Medusa. I was going to talk about how ILTW has the Infest now with DK Phobos with the Blink. Here it is, immediately available, and they'll go in with it. So head over mid, Blink, Thunderclap, Infest Pop, Van Score dead. He locks him into the cogs, however. No rotations from the side of Suicide Team, who only have 4 kills, but they're still 2,000 net worth ahead, and that's the farming capabilities of BZZ, as well as the open farm from 8. Metamorphosis used again, up 1,000 net worth, starting to harass this tier 2 tower over top. Take a look over mid, Blink Thunderclap again. There's the Brew Split. Shatchlo probably dead here. Have the stun, the open wounds. Down he goes. We get another kill here for ILTW. Hook shot comes out. That's going to be on a Biver. Stone Gaze used. The raises come through. They'll get the kill anyway. Ulti used by the Witch Doctor. Immediately stopped. The cast gets thrown out. Disruption onto Witch Doctor. Yul just trying to TP away. The damage too much. Down he goes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So 9-5 in favor of Team Spirit, but still 1,000 net worth leading. You see Terrorblade still leading the charge, has the Yasha ready to go, going into that Manta style. Then you take a look at the SF. Let's see if he is going to go Blink or to that Yul's. Definitely a decision he's got to make. And both will benefit him, but I do think Yul's might be a little bit better. Illidan, not even a Mask of Madness yet. I think that is finally coming in. Yes, it is. So pretty slow there. And Bat Rider, surprisingly, no Blink Dagger, but he has gone Tranquil's Drums. Hookshot available from the Clockwork. Looking over at DK Phobos there. Oh! Was that short, or did he blink away? That looked just a touch short. Disruption comes through, as well as the Soul Catcher. Shadow Poison, Shatchlo. Flame Break, but he's dead. ILTW gets the kill, and now forced to retreat will be BZZ. Biver doesn't have the Blink Dagger. The raise is hit. Slithering Crush. Interesting attempt. And BZZ does go to that Blink Dagger, going for the Yules next, and that's what gets him out of harm's way. Meanwhile, over bottom, 8 pushing with Yul. They'll go after this tier 2 while pushing the creep wave with just these illusions. Not letting him get this Brew Split off. The battery assault is too much. There's the disruption onto the Brewmaster. ILTW moving forward. Another kill here for the side of Team Spirit. But while this is happening, Metamorphosis, and down goes a tier 2 just about. Let's see if they commit to this. Glyph, down. They have Brew Split to work with. 8's got to get out of town. Cask thrown out, bouncing around. The ulti from this Witch Doctor is enough to get the kill. He'll give up his life. DK Phobos gets the kill on Yul, but Witch Doctor not only stopping the charge over towards 8, but gets a kill as well. Perfectly played there. He'll give up his life for the Terrorblades any day of the week, but if he can grab a kill on that as well, more power to him. still continuing to farm up. Let's take a look at BZZ. Going for this Yules, then the BKB. And Terrorblade, of course, still going for that Mantis Style. And then your position 3, still looking for the Blink Dagger, and actually still a ways out from it. Smoke time, looking like it. Terrorblade into the jungle. Things do come out, as they are nearby one another, but no fight coming out, and then the tier 1 over bottom going to get denied by the Clockwork. So BZZ actually not going to go for the Yules. He'll go into the BKB and Mantis Style himself. Terrorblade 300 gold away from that Mantis Style in full. Terrorblade top of the net worth by over 2,000 just about. Or just about 2,000, I guess would be a better way to say that. Then you follow that up, just 700 gold behind is BZZ. Behind that, another 1,000 gold just about is the Medusa. So you see where their leads stand, and their difference is between the cores. The way their money is really made back by Team Spirit in terms of overall net worth is really the supports, because their Slardar's doing very well, and Brew's doing much better than Shatchlo. So the top 2 supports, or top 2 cores here for Team Suicide are what is holding them ahead. Now the Blink Dagger here for Biver as well. So Team Spirit got a lot of Blink initiation. They don't have any tier 2s taken just yet, but that could change as they've lost their bottom tier 2. They can maybe turn it around and possibly start taking tier 2s, tier 3s of their own if they can find a couple of victims with these Blink Daggers. And Yul looking like he's going to be that victim. Blink, Slither, and Crush Infest dead. Easy. There it is. So Yul is 1-4-2. Not terrible for a support. 3-1 here for BZZ. Going for the Blink Dagger. Or for the BKB, excuse me. Has the Blink Dagger already. And then Terrorblade finishing that Manta. Going for the Scotty. And now finally the Blink Dagger here for Shatchlo. Almost 20 minutes in this game though. Good signs for Team Spirit, lasting more than 18 minutes. AC for Brew. Hurricane Pike for Medusa. AC for Lifestealer after the Desolator. That is coming out? Yes. No Aegis taken yet. No Roche taken at all yet in this game. Might come down to all that. The smoke is out. They're looking for the Blink. They're looking for the lasso. Coming on forward will be the rest of the team. They've got this on to BZZ, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get the kill. He's on the outside. He's so close. He goes down immediately. They'll get the kill. They'll trade DK Phobos. You take a look a little bit further as FNG gets hit by that ulti from the Witch Doctor. Now they look it over at ILTW. He's going to get quite low. Nowhere to go, and down he goes to 8. Wow. So 2-for-1 trade there in favor of Team Suicide. And disruption on Illidan. They are sitting nearby. Illidan moving forward. Mystic Snake thrown out. Not sure if that's the move. Blink, Slither, and Crush. Biver might have gotten them a kill, and he will. FNG gets that kill, but there's the cast bouncing around. Vanscore looking for the cogs. FNG still alive. There's the disruption that's saving the life of Yul for now. They turn 8 to stone. They kill off FNG. They kill off Biver. Yul's still alive. Courier coming over for Yul. TP in time. Wow. And Illusions trying to take this tier 2. Unfortunately, cannot. A couple of heroes die here on the side of Team Spirit. Probably not as much as they would have thought with Biver and the FNG going down. Luckily, Illidan stays alive. He's still able to continue farming, but it's a lot of farm going the way of this Terrorblade, getting very close to that Scotty. Luckily for them, BZZ dies in that fight and finally falls behind the Medusa. Going to Roshan. Lasso available. Metamorphosis not available. Not sure they want to take this fight, but they know that Stone Gaze is down. It's down for another 25 seconds. They'll try to get into this most likely. There's the Firefly on the back. Coming in. Lasso pulling this Lifestealer out of the pit, but Medusa's still in there. There's the Bruce Split on the backlines. They've got the Cyclone coming through on an illusion. Piper's going to get very low. BZZ doing a lot of damage. Let's go back into this pit. We take a look. Illidan trying to get the kill. The hookshot comes in just before he finishes it off. Oh, the 4-step away from Illidan trying to get out of the pit. There's the Cogs. Roche is very low, trying to get the Aegis taken by Illidan. Van scoring a little bit of trouble as he did hookshot in there. ILTW comes around. There's the open wounds. They'll get the kill. 3 dead on the side of Team Suicide. The only ones alive are BZZ and this Terrorblade of 8. ILTW staying alive so low. And that Roche falling in the right spot for Illidan, almost getting taken by the Clockwork. Been a very close game overall. Again, you can... I usually talk about how Terrorblades can come back 5, 10, 15,000 down, but this close of a game, this close to a Scotty, he really does need his team to come up with him. You know, you've got Shatro, who's just so far behind in terms of net worth compared to this Brew, who's got Vlad's Blink and going for an AC. Need Shatro to make up the farm, or maybe get the Solar Crest out here for the Clockwork as well as the 4-staff. He's got to start farming a little bit better.
Boom, there it goes.
So they look over at the Ancients. Illidan continuing to take this for right now. Over mid, Shatro showing himself, looking for the lasso, blinks in, not going to find anything. There's going to be the Requiem on top with the ult from the Witch Doctor, but it stops. The hookshot comes in on Shatro. No! Van score, he's going to be blocked by his own Bat Rider. Nobody dead just yet. There's the Metamorphosis to try and hit away at ILTW. Stone Gaze already used. There's the Blue Split to be used as well. They look over at Yul to get a kill. They'll find at least one. Now the Cyclone comes out onto this Clockwork, but Illidan getting shredded by this terribly. They'll lose FNG. ILTW in a lot of trouble. Finally, the lasso comes through. There's the Manta Style. There's the Sunder on a full health Illidan. Illidan gonna fall once more, and they will take out ILTW as well. Now they look for Bibber as well as DK Phobos. DK Phobos no longer having that split. Finally, BZZ ties. The Requiem death comes through, but he can't continue to fight with 8 so low. Wow. That was a jumble of a mess. And then all of a sudden, it worked out for Team Suicide. They take out the Lifestealer as well as the Medusa, but that started off so sloppy from both sides. Oh my god. So 8 able to survive. I mean, he's 5-0-4, about to have this Scotty and 100 gold. You see how much he shreds these heroes on the side of Team Spirit. They have to be very careful, especially with the space that's being made by the rest of his team. Luckily, again, they killed off BZZ. And they continue to slow down his farm, despite having that BKB. We're now up 1,000 net worth. Roshan not up for a long time. Let's see. Illidan 4-staff, Hurricane Pike, Mask of Madness, ILTW Desolator, Armlet going to that AC Lincoln's next to stop that lasso, but that's way far in the future. Scotty here for Terrorblade. Maybe MKB or BKB next. Actually, you know what? Butterfly, probably. BKB. Okay, I was right the first time. I thought maybe he'd go back to the Butterfly. BKB the right choice, in my opinion. Illidan looking over top. Firefly, they find Illidan again. There's the lasso. Cogs hit FNG to try and save him, but disruption on the wrong hero. There's Metamorphosis. There's the kill. Hookshot out of the disruption from Van Score. Battery Assault locking him in. Cogs push him forward. There's the shredding from 8. Double kill for the Terrorblade. Now they're down 3,000 net worth. And again, perfectly done by the side of Team Suicide. I wish they'd change that name, though, to be honest. 8 pushing forward. He's got Metamorphosis for quite some time, half the duration to push this tier 3. So I'd be surprised if they don't. Maybe trying to force the buyback from the Medusa, but they have the Bruce Split to work with. Infest onto the Slardar. Brew moving forward, trying to find anything, some of anything. There's the Blink forward with the Bruce Split. Also, the Thunderclap comes through. 8 still in good health. Favor, Blink, Slithering Crush, Infest. Van Score alive, but he locks in ILTW now. 8 starting to swing away. They'll go for this kill. There's going to be BZZ. Requiem so close. He gets Cyclone, but they'll take out ILTW anyway. Biver with the Slithering Crush. They've lost ILTW. They're going to lose this Ceterax. There's the BKB on BZZ. Requiem on not Illidan coming in just yet, but FNG getting low. BZZ going to fall. He goes in a little bit too deep. Doesn't leave quickly enough. They've also lost the Clockwork, but here's 8 ready to fight. Stonegaze, he still has that Sunder to work with. Shatro very deep. 8 gets another kill, this time on an FNG. But DK Phobos with the killing spree gets the kill on Shatro.
Dyer's top shrine is under attack.
So in terms of gold, a little bit towards the way of Team Spirit in the team fight, but you lose your tier 3. The shrines open up. You almost lost your melee racks over top. They're really starting to push in on the side of Suicide Team. And that is a problem for Spirit. No, he doesn't. Not already, does he? Wow, okay. He has this BKB already. And there it is. 10-second BKB back to the Butterfly, so he kind of, I wasn't listening to me, but I predicted that he was going to go either BKB, MKB into the Butterfly, and he did. Look at me go. Some people like, that's your job. You should do that all the time, but it feels good to kind of feel like you know something every now and then. Just a little bit. Why not? So they smoke up, they try to push in again. FNG on the sidelines. Yul, I think his smoke is broken. There's the Rocket Flare coming out, hook shot. As well as, oh, I thought the Cogs locked in too. They've got the Stone Gaze coming through. Blink, Southern Crush, as well as the Infest. That's going to pop. Yul gets the ulti off on the ILTW with the Metamorphosis pop by 8. They'll be cycloned up. BZZ goes in. They'll kill off ILTW. They look for more. They try to get this Requiem. They just cannot. BZZ not able to get anything off, but Illidan starting to get shredded by this Terrorblade. Cycloned up again. They look over at Yul. That's going to be 3. Team Spirit starting to turn this around. They look over at Shatro. They'll get the kill. Now it's 4 dead on the side of this Team Suicide. BKB. Sunder available. Uses on to Illidan. Still trying to run. I think he'd want to turn this around. Try and go for a kill. Oh, Mantis style to avoid the stun. Can he get the kill? He can. He's got like still trying to run away though. And he will eventually go down to DK Phobos. A full team wipe for Team Spirit, but they lose their 2 cores for it. Trade-wise in gold, I mean, it's got to be beneficial for Team Spirit. They've now got the lead. They were down 5,000 a second ago. Nobody has buyback, but the push is not exactly that great from the side of Team Spirit with these 3 heroes alive. BZZ. He's got this BKB, and he's just not able to really live too long. Uses this BKB early, and Cyclone seems to be controlling them all they really need right now. Coming over is Biver. Ooh, 4 step forward, looking for the Southern Crush. Actually pops the Infest before the Southern Crush comes out. Now the slow thunderclap. Vanscore with a nice hookshot on FNG. Disruption to save his life for now. Trying to hold on with the Bruce Split coming through. Shatro dead. Still no Terror Blade. Backing off is the rest of the side of this Team Suicide. And they've got the stun, they've got the damage. Yul still trying to get away. And he's using that heal. The cast comes out, but not enough. DK Phobos gets himself a double kill. Biver getting low, as well as Vanscore. They'll take out a third. Terrorblade comes in. The raise is hit from BZZ to get the kill. And on the backlines, the Cyclone DK Phobos is out. And another 3 kills here for Team Spirit, starting to pull it back. So 32-23. Roshan back available. BZZ. Mantis Island 700 gold. Butterfly still possible here for 8. Coming up soon-ish. Not that soon. And Maelstrom picked up for Illidan. So his farm's starting to look a little bit nice. Sitting second on the net worth, above BZZ, who's fallen heavily from grace here in terms of net worth. But so has ILTW. Look at that, 11,000 net worth, not really able to do all too much. Their real saving grace is DK Phobos. Going for the BKB next. He's found his farm. He's a man who always seems to find his farm. Blink Lasso, 4-step forward, FNG. There's the Requiem with a hookshot coming in from Vanscore. Illidan's going to be locked in. He's trying to get away, and now the Stone Gaze comes out. They turn away. BKB pop by 8. There's the force on forward from the side of Team Spirit. So they're in crush from Biver. Now they try to turn it around. The Bruce Split is available here for DK Phobos. The ulti flying from this Witch Doctor. Not too sure who that's running on. Chateau dead again. The Cyclone out on the Terrorblade once more. Vanscore trying to run away. 2 dead on the side of Team Suicide. BZZ back in it with the raises and just getting away with the Infest is this ILTW Lifestealer. Blink, so they're in crush on an Illusion. But again, Team Spirit, they take the fight and they're not done. They're very much not done. Is 8 trying to run away. Avoids the thunderclap, trying to get the Sunder off, but can't. Oh, no. 98 seconds on the sideline. Team Spirit starting to do it. The only one left alive is BZZ. And it's a 4,000 net worth lead here for Team Spirit. Seems as though Terrorblade is unable to really make anything happen. The rest of his team just doesn't seem to have enough farm. BZZ's not doing enough in this game. Illidan very strong at this point. 4-staff blink forward from Biver. And now they go for a tier 3, and they're going to be able to grab it very quickly. 3 heroes alive here now. 4 for the side of Team Suicide. Cask bouncing around. They look over at ILTW. He's going to use that rage. Hookshot comes in as well as the Cogs, but again, not much of anything. So, Team Spirit able to get out of there. Terrorblade up in 28 seconds. They'll go ahead right on into Roshan. That's Aegis and Cheese. Rocket Flare is going to spot this. Fighting this 4-on-5 is probably not the way to go. And that is done quickly. Stone Gaze used, just in case.
Top tower is on the rock.
So 11,000 net worth lead. Yul not getting out of here. Dead again. 3 shot. But now the lasso comes out on this Lifestealer. Again, they try to get this kill. BZZ coming over the Requiem charged up, but not really doing too much. He blinks on forward. The cheese is eaten by ILTW. BZZ in a little bit of trouble as he gets slowed up on the backlines. You take a look over at Vanscore. He's getting locked down by the Brewmaster. Illidan moving forward, gets the kill, and now 2 dead. Look at the Brew to try and get some damage here. Shatro getting chased into this base. BZZ is here to try and get this Brew out, and he should be able to do once he comes back to form and blinks away. There it is. Now Foamioner on Illidan. So 12,000 net worth lead for the side of Team Spirit, trying to push this to a game 3, and it looks as though it might go that way. It's a bad start for them overall. And you take a look at, they were behind not that far the entire time, but He started to finally bring it back around the 35-minute mark, or the 30-minute mark, excuse me. And, yeah. BKB pop by BZZ. There's the Sunder to keep him alive. That's BKB down. They lost. Lost the top tier 2, still trying to defend. They have Van Score. I just don't think they have it in them to defend anymore. Medusa's found the farm after having a very slow start. Now 12, 5, and 10. DK Phobos is what keeps them alive. Blink Southern Crush as well as the Infest popped out. The Sunder used again to keep BZZ alive, but that's not going to do anything. BZZ immediately taken out. Van Score goes in with the hook shot as well as the Cogs. Now he's forced to run away. Bruce split up again, and this is because he's level 25 and has that minus 65-second primal split. They look over to try and clean up the Brew the Cyclone out onto Yul. He's forced to run away. Damage great on him, and they'll take out the melee and range racks. This is looking like a game 3 for sure. Blink, Slithering Crush. No top set of racks, no mid set of racks. Open wounds, 8, 4 staff away. Illidan coming in with the Stone Gaze. Now you got to turn around and use that BKB. The Bruce split again. This is like the 3rd time in this fight. That minus 65 seconds kind of reminds me of the old duration on the old respawn, actually, on Lone Druid. Illidan getting low. He's going to lose that Aegis. You got to kill him twice, though. That's going to be rough. LTW on the back lines as he's low. Disruption comes out. Hookshot's going to come through. Cogs available for Van Score. Actually just pushes him back. ILTW with the Urn on him. Take a look at Illidan doing all this damage. 8 trying to make something happen. Has the Sunder. Looks at Illidan. Illidan's going to be dominating now. Getting low. Going to drop. But a double kill before that takes out Shatuel. There's the buyback from Illidan. 8 has to get all the way back. Sunder's on to Shatuel. Looks over the Brewmaster who's split again. And now you look over as Van Score getting chased back to the base. If they lose Illidan, this could just all of a sudden turn around and they can bite it. But 8, Sunder once more, still staying alive. This tier 4 in a little bit of trouble. The stun comes out. Clockwork. He's got his effigy destroyed. The tier 4 is getting low. Backing out of town for right now, or at least trying to, is the side of Team Suicide. Buyback from FNG. BKB popped, and Bruce would again! The lasso finally out here on Illidan. He might get low with the Requiem coming through. Illidan, hook shot from Van Score. They get 1, they might get 2. Illidan dead for 2 minutes! Oh my god, this is actually turning around on them. Dead is BZZ. He buys back. Now they look over the Brewmaster. This split may not even help you this time. And down. No! He comes back! Are you kidding? Just in time. Oh my god, he comes back alive, but they've got no Medusa for 100 seconds. The Ancient is exposed here on the Radiant side, though. Oh my god. 8 doesn't have Metamorphosis for a long time, and that might stop them from pushing. They've got bottom to deal with, which has no Seterax over here. Top is exposed. Mid still got a tier 2. They could push into tier 4s as they only have 1 remaining, and no Medusa for over a minute. Oh, look on forward. There's the Bruce split one more time. They're getting Van Score low. Van Score looking like he's going to drop the 4-step to the high ground, trying to get out of harm's way. BZZ is now going to be cycloned up. The lasso comes out. This is going to be onto the Slardar. Biver in a lot of trouble. He's going to get run down by this Terrorblade. The BKB's pop. They'll take him out. Van Score somehow still alive. He buys back on Biver. They're still going to continue to work. The Bruce got to go the other way. And now ILTW is going to be back up. And this waves are pushing away. They look for the tier 4s. Continue to move on forward. His Spirit. They look at FNG. He just bought back. He's down for 90 seconds. How is this happening right now? Van Score, he's got the Cogs. DK Phobos split again. It's just, when that minus 65 seconds is ridiculous. There's the Infest BZZ with the BKB just not going to live here. Now they look over at Terrorblade. I think Terrorblade in a moment, no, he doesn't have Metamorphosis for 50 more seconds, but now he's going to expose their Ancient. He's got BKB in 20 seconds. Now the Cyclone comes up. 4-step to the other side into the Cogs. They're trying to take him out. He's got that Thunder to continue to survive. Now they look over at Satchel. This Ancient's getting low. Nobody on the Radiant side to try and defend this. And oh, Thunder again from 8. He hits away at this Ancient. It's getting a little bit low. Now they've got the lasso out to lock down ILTW. They get the kill! I can't believe this right now. He buys back immediately. They go for the Ancient. The Ancient's exposed, and they're going to win this game. I can't believe it! Actually, they turn to Stone. Illidan trying to stop this Terrorblade. 8's getting low. Sunder again. He looks at the Ancient trying to take it out. It's got no life. It's over! Just like that, Spirit are gone, and it's a 2-0 lead for Team Suicide. Are you kidding me right now? How did that just happen? Oh my god. That was literally terribly against the world. They beat Team Spirit. It's a 2-0 series win for the side of Suicide Team. They eliminate Team Spirit. They move on into the playoffs. But, whoa. That ending. That was crazy. Oh my god. I need to catch it. Give me a second. I just gotta get everything. I gotta get everything back. My watch says my heart's beating at 120 beats per minute. I gotta slow that down after that ending. Suicide Team, they win game 2. They sweep the series 2-0. It didn't look good for them at that moment. And all of a sudden they win. That's the end of the series. That's the end of the day. Suicide Team move on. That's it. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter. Follow me there to know when I'm casting. And on Twitch, BCop Casting. And I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.